Hey, good morning, you guys. Welcome. All right, we are live. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? So good to see you. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me, Marillion. Great to see you, Adam. Hello, hello, T Dub. So good to see you guys. How's everybody feeling? Matthew's here. Yay. And you're in from Romania. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us, you guys. Hi from New Hampshire and Richmond. Phenomenal. Texas. I love it. Pennsylvania, woohoo, Texas again. We got some Texans in the house, California, Bali. Wow, wow, wow. So cool. Oh my gosh, that is super cool. I know who that is, Ray. Good to see you. Yeah, and from, let's see, Missouri, Ohio. Amazing, you guys. So, so good to have everybody with us. Thank you for joining in. Wow. Okay. So, what is happening today? I do not know. Again, it's another one, no preview, no idea of where we're headed. I'm excited to see what develops because yesterday was one of my all time favorites. And I know I say that all the time, but it's just, we expand. And I feel as we expand, the energies expand with us. And we are, wow, it just feels like more and more like these sessions are sort of alternating between where we are helping others and sharing our light and where we are expanding our own light and healing. So yeah, and bringing in, I look back yesterday to see which of the sessions you guys seem to be liking the most. And yeah, and it was really interesting. There was one that you guys listened to a lot that was on embracing an energy from the new consciousness. So really, really cool to think about that. To think about that being spread all over the world, you guys. Hey, I wanted to mention, by the way, so interesting. You know how the angels told us so many times about all the flooding we were going to have, and sure enough, and I live on a hill above a big valley, huge valley with a big river that splits at the top of the valley and then comes down both sides. It's the valley, the Snohomish and the Skykomish, and they are the valley is it floods. It just like always floods. So and it's really pretty. Like it's a stunning valley because the way the water fills it, like it's different every time you go through it. Sometimes it's just blanketed with yellow wildflowers, and then other times the clouds will sink, the fog will sink, and the whole thing it'll look like you're above the clouds looking down across this valley. And sometimes when it floods and the water is still, it reflects the sky. So it's a beautiful drive, and I love it actually. But I know, and the angels have shown me it will flood, and it will flood to a point where for periods of time it will become impassable. And so interestingly, I was able to get by my road no problem last night. And my home is high enough I won't be affected. I'm not that close to the river, but I have to kind of go by the river to get home. So I've been shown by the angels that there'll be times when I won't be able to get out that way, which is, that's okay. It just makes me realize I need to make sure there's nothing that I like urgently have to go out for, that if I'm trapped at home for a couple weeks, it's not a big deal. So anyways, right now we're having this atmospheric river, and sure enough, the valley is at like a record flood level right now. Like it's like a level 4 flood. The governor has declared a national emergency, that it is more flooded than usual. Well, good news, I was still able to get home last night. So that is good. So I could say, I mean, at a certain point, it could flood high enough where there would be some low spots, where I couldn't and in, like I said, in my visions, I saw that was the case at times. So it could be much bigger flooding at some point. But yeah, and just interesting to see how things play out and how, that can exist. I didn't even know, honestly, until I left my house. Actually, I knew because people started texting me, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What?" Like, what are you talking about? Oh, national emergency. Oh, I had no idea. Literally down the hill. I'm in my house. I had no idea. I think it's a good point that we can have a lot of things going around us, and it doesn't have to bring chaos into our reality. So it's all kind of how we roll with it. It's like we always say in the Northwest, there's no bad weather. There was only inappropriate clothing. Okay. You say it's really crazy. You think God, you live on a hill. Yeah, right. I mean, it is a thing. And I came through recently in we did a book tour for the angel, the book from this book, this one right here, which is all about the events of the shift, what's coming next. This is when all the channeling from the angels about what to expect in the shift of consciousness. And people asked, about about like what's going to come and all that kind of stuff. And they talked about the flooding, and they just said, if you live in a floodplain, just know it's going to be more than ever. It's going to be more than ever. And so that way we just know when we make preparations and we become, and then it doesn't get you by surprise. You're not unprepared. Right. And, so, and if you love a home and you happen to be in a place, it'll flood, then you just are prepared to you make that choice knowingly. I have friends that live in an area that they know will flood. And they're like, yeah, we know we have to stay here, and but we want to live here. We love it here, and we are prepared to lose everything. And they know they'll be fine. They'll be safe. They're prepared. They're like, yeah, we don't care. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's great. So you have the same, oh, that's fun. The same bookends. I got those from my parents. They were my mom and dad's. Isn't that fun? Yeah, they're like the authentic ones from the 70s. They were in my house growing up. So it's fun. Thank you so much, Buggy. I appreciate you. So, and family whose neighborhoods are flooded, but their specific sides of the streets are safe. Oh, isn't that interesting? Hey, Adrian, good to see you. Download all of them and work for the whole day with them. So there might be no connect data. I would dedicate my 2026 to really take you to deep dive deeper. Isn't that great? Where is that? To just really focus on your spirituality. I love that for you. I'm 90 minutes north of you, and we have 26 rivers over flood stage right now. Holy moly, you're on a mountain, so you're good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Wow, you guys. So, okay, so we should jump in case anybody's on a schedule. Oh my gosh, and plus I have a 10 o'clock, so we gotta go in now. You guys ready? Let's do it. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. Drop down from your tailbone, a nice thick root that goes down through the floor and down into the ground. And follow it down with your mind as it grows and extends, growing deeper and deeper into the earth. Following it down where it's dark and cool, spending longer and longer. And follow it all the way down to the very, very center of the earth. And when it reaches that center point, feel the root sprout and anchor itself in. As it does, notice that the root is pulling gently and becoming taut. And feel that tautness move all the way up the root and all the way up your spine, anchoring you securely to the earth. And if I and the angels and the Mother of Creation have your permission to see and work with your energy today, please give us your verbal assent. Yes, it's okay that I don't hear you. And I'd like to ask the angels to please help me to be a clear channel of healing and information for our group gathered here today and all those on the recording for our highest and best good. And please help us to receive this healing and information. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go deeper now and bring in the Mother of Creation, and she will set sacred space for us. And she's coming through like wind and moving obstacles, holding us in a container of light. In a breezy container of light and love. Into this space, I'd like to invite our 3 archangels, and please ask them to clear us of any energies that are not in our highest and best good, that are not our own, that are not in the light. Please clear us, our field, the space that we are in, objects, and our technology. Thank you. Excellent. All right, now I'll go deeper and bring in the Mother of Creation. Blessings, blessings. We are together once more. Today, we speak of the light as consciousness and how it enters this earth and becomes itself and replicates itself and becomes things and becomes part of what you are. The light on this earth is derived from the solar structure at the center of the universe, and it comes to itself and begets itself and comes again and again and again, and it turns into many things that you know and that you love and many that you don't. It comes and becomes things that rise and fall and beget something new from themselves. It begets and begets and becomes, never stopping, never slowing, always becoming, even in the slow times, even in the quiet times. The underneath, the shadow side is loving itself into population, into creation. There is always something in store, always something evolving, even now, as we are quiet in the stillness right before a new beginning. This is where all that is articulates itself in the stillness and becomes ready for new growth. Here we are in the winter time, in the beginning time before the new beginning. This is the space where we separate ourselves from what was. This is the space where we discard the husk, the cocoon, the outer layers of what no longer serves, that which held you close, a participant above or apart. And now releasing it, you stretch and find your love within has grown. You stretch yourselves and open up to what is evolution of the human soul, of humanity as a whole, a new beginning time. And you are now on the precipice of opening, discarding, letting go of that which was. What is a cocoon? A cocoon, a shelter. A shelter takes many forms, which are restrictive, which prevent growth, which allow the gestation of what is unfamiliar, the integration of what must be understood. It gives to you a grand thinking self. It gives to you a deeper understanding of what was, what happened, how things have been. It saturates you in your you-ness. It gives to you deeper and deeper feelings about yourself. But when this has been integrated, the cocoon must come off. It must not prevent your growth any further. All things must transition from one form of life to another, from an old to a new beginning, a new thing, a new time, a new opening. And this is part of how life continues on. And we stand now on the precipice, and you are opening your sheltered wings and finding yourselves above where you have been, listening more deeply to the circulating themes of the earth, how the earth translates itself into rivers, into noises, into winds, into precipitation, into the ocean, into the earth and the mountains. You are listening, and you are hearing, perhaps for the first time, how she shakes and rattles herself, how she rolls into precision, how she comes into attunement with her own light. And you are hearing this in your bones as if she speaks to you now. It comes up and through the body. It ruptures nothing. It integrates your soul. It provides for your soul a new way of becoming your light on this earth. Steeping now into her recipe of love, letting yourselves feel her below your feet, sinking into the earth, letting her rupture and bellow and smoke and coil, letting her do her worst and her best, and being in the light that she shines upon you as you sink and relax into her, and feel the rivers as they flow and the wind as it howls, and let it lift and play in you, around you, in delight, discovering her as a many splendored beingness that has an evolution of her own. Discover her wisdom, which is that of release, releasing. She releases everything, anything, release. She knows the trajectory of life, truly. She understands her wisdom is one of generative releasing. This comes to you slowly, though you inhabit her. It comes achingly and unfamiliar, but it is the truth that you were born from in the human body. Release. It feels slow and uncomfortable, your releases. It feels like longing, longing, longing. Separation always feels like longing. But she knows this is not truth. She has within her the capacity to regenerate anything, to come into form in a new way. Always, 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 always something, always something. There's no loss that is not comforted by the knowledge that there is a new beginning that rises from it in the moment of its destruction. Take a breath and allow yourselves to sink into her midst, to come into her truth, her acceptance of renewal. Let her soak you, saturate you in her rains and her rivers. Let her wind blow your hair, move through your clothes. Have no fear. She is loving. She is a loving earth, but she is mighty with potential, and that potential loves to stir things up. Allow her. You are inviolable. Have no fear. Let her move around you, circulate. Let her blow into your ears. Her truth. She speaks to you in her richness, the richness of her voice, the fragrance that she yearns to express every spring. Smell, breathe it in, breathe it in. It is coming soon, soon, soon. Breathe it in now as she imagines it and draws it into presence. Bring it to you. Bring it to you. Allow your body to perceive her truth, to feel her release, to understand her vision of renewal. Let it come to you telepathically, feeling what it is to be so at peace with renewal, allowing what you release to fall from you with ease, with ease. No restitution is needed. No, indeed, for that would prevent growth. What is new, and what is new has learned lessons. What is new evolves from you and how you've become. It reflects the fullness of your new potential, of your now potential. What is old can no longer do. It was in its time a celebrated expression, and now it is done. Release it and feel her truth. Feel how regenerative she is and is becoming even more so. Notice this about her. Feel her presenceful appreciation of how she might become again herself, her own self, how she might evolve. Become aware of her anticipation of it, how she expects herself to move into a new and dynamic interpretation of what she has been. And feel in her aches, in her pains, in her struggles to break through her cocoon, the structure of how things have been, how she pushes against her crust and finds openings to push through. Notice her senses elevated, as she attunes to new things, anticipating a release, a joyful expression of how she has been bound. And you are this, dears, you are this. Be with her in your truce, in this understanding of shared experiencing. Allow each other to be seen. Be with the earth. She knows you. She knows you. She knows you. And yet, in you, there is resistance. Yes. You feel not her freedom to renew. You feel only the desire for what release will bring. You desire a new truth and what was. You desire to be kept on the horizon point between two things until you settle yourselves and you choose, what if I like the old thing better? What if? Settle your minds. Encapsulate yourselves in this moment now. Beneath her wings, the earth. Stay with her and be emboldened by her freedom to renew. And feel in your body now, reluctance fading. The closer you get to her soul spark, as if her freedom comes to you, as if you perceive it as your own freedom, as if freedom is the only thing of value to a soul that is human. Freedom to be and become, and all else must fall away eventually. Freedom is what is worthy. Freedom is what you are craving. Freedom to be. And what can you be that is more of soul? The next thing, your evolution. This is your path. And as you cascade behind you a trail of old thoughts, old wishes and desires, like a cape behind you, untie that cape and set it free. Let it flow away in the breeze and the wind, carried to its own destiny of evolution, of regeneration, becoming something new. And now you assemble yourself in the moment as she does. You put yourself together from what is current only, from the now thought, from the now form, and you make yourself anew. And you stand as an equal with the earth herself, making yourself, reframing yourself, feeling yourself, regenerating yourself into a new truth. And this feels like freedom. And you are blessed by this experiencing of self. You are held in a breath as you draw back into the presence of your physical body. Home, as it is changing. Your hands and your feet grounded, and your feet touching the very earth you've spoken to. In light and love, I say thank you. And goodbye. Okay. All right, you guys. Super cool session. I'm so sorry I can't stay to break it down because I got to run because I got a 10 o'clock. Amazing. But I will jump in the comments and share what I experienced. So I'll jump in the comments later and share what I saw. But I just got to send you love right now. Incredible experience with the earth. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you next time. See you tomorrow, you guys.